Hello everyone, this is Tanu Chandel and in this video I will be discussing chapter number 2 of class 12th Human Geography, that is the world population, distribution, density and growth. So this chapter is going to be very interesting because in this chapter you will learn about how the world population is distributed, what is the density of population and how it is affected by the physical geography of any particular region, and some interesting theories related to the population growth like the demographic transition theory and the population theory of Sir Robert Thomas Malthus. So let's start this chapter. So the first line of this chapter are these: the people of a country are its real wealth. It is they who are the actual resources and make use of the country's other resources and decide its policies. Ultimately, a country is known by its people. So what these lines are trying to say is that they are trying to tell you the importance of the people of any particular region or a country. To understand the meaning of this statement, let's take an example of two countries. One is Japan and another is Democratic Republic of Congo. So Japan, you all know, is a country which is a part of Asian continent. So it is located here. It is basically a group of islands. And Democratic Republic of Congo, which is located in the center of the African continent. So you might be aware of the fact that Japan is a country which faces natural calamities very frequently like earthquakes, tsunamis, and these natural calamities destroys the infrastructure of Japan like its road, buildings, even the houses of people. But Japanese, they are really very hardworking. They rebuild their country after every natural calamity. And you all might be aware of the fact that Japan is a developed country. The living standard of the Japanese is very high, and this country is a very rich despite the adversities of nature that they face. Right now, let's take an example of DMC or Democratic Republic of Congo. So, this country is blessed with natural resources. You will find diamond here, you will find gold here, you will find platinum here, copper, and any other mineral which has a very high value. And despite having all these natural resources, you will be shocked to know this that Democratic Republic of Congo is among the least developed countries in the world. It has a very low standard of living and it's a very poor country. Why? Because people are not skilled here. They don't know that how to utilize these resources to make their country a developed one. And Japanese, as I have already told you, that they face the adversities of nature, and in spite of having all these problems, they are the developed. They have a developed. Despite all these adversities of nature, Japan is a developed country. So this was the meaning of this statement. Now let's look at another line. The world at the beginning of 21st century recorded the presence of over 6 billion population. So this is a fact which you must remember, and because this fact can be asked as a 1 mark question. So this fact is basically telling you that the world at the beginning of 21st century. Now what does this beginning of 21st century means? The beginning of 21st century means 2000, 2001, 2 and 3. So at this point of time the world population was 6 billion. Now, next is there was a geographer who was George B. Cressy, and he gave a very famous statement about the population of Asia. So basically, George B. Cressy, he was an American geographer, a very famous geographer. So he said that Asia has many places where people are few and few places where people are many. To understand the meaning of this statement, let's imagine the geography of Asia. Let's imagine the countries which are a part of Asia. So you all know that this is the Asian continent. These are the countries which are a part of Asian continent. So the countries here are the countries which are a part of Asian continent are this Saudi Arabia. So here you will find Yemen, Oman, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan. So what do all these countries have in common? And Syria, Jordan, etc. also. So what these countries have in common? The large part of these countries is a desert, a hot desert. And who would like to live in a desert? No one. A very few people live in these countries near a water source. Wherever they will find a river or a pond or a lake, they will settle down there, right? And Asia also has some countries like Kazakhstan, Mongolia, and this much part of Russia. So what do all these countries have in common? So the large part of these countries is a cold desert, and again no one will live here. Very few people will live here where nature will allow them to live or to inhabit. So you have seen this, that these countries cover a very large part of Asia, but nobody lives here or very few people live here. So this was the meaning of first line of George B. Creasy's statement that Asia has many places where people are few. Now to now understand the meaning of the second line of his statement, that and Asia has few places where people are many. So Asia also has some countries like China, India, Japan, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, and you all might be aware of this, that China is the most populous country in the world, right? And India is the second most populous country. And these countries like Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, they have very high density of population, but they do not cover a large part of Asian continent. So they cover a very few area, oh sorry, a very less area of the Asian continent, but they have a very high population density or very high population. So this is the meaning of his statement, the second line of his statement, that is Asia has few places where people are many. So the same is true, so this is also true for the pattern of population distribution of the world also. Means there are many places in the world where people are few and few places where people are many. Like you might be aware of it, that Antarctica is a continent which has a very harsh climatic conditions. The climate here is very cold and no one can survive here except penguins and other animals. So no one lives here. And this part of Canada, no one lives here. Greenland, no one lives here. This part of Russia, very few people live here. So these areas cover a very large part of the earth's surface, but very few people live here. And earth also has some places like India, Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, where the population density is very, very high. So, this is the meaning of this statement, that the world population is unevenly distributed. Now, next topic is patterns of population distribution in the world. So, what does this statement mean, or what does this line mean? Patterns of population distribution in the world. So, to understand this, let's take an example that Russia has 14 crore people living in it, and UP. So, have you seen the map of Russia? Russia covers a very large area, right? So, this is Russia. It covers a very large area, and the population of UP is 25 crore, right? And it will be like a dot on the world map. So this is what population distribution is. It tells you that how many number of people live in any particular area. Like Russia has 14 crore people, UP has 25 crore people, Haryana has, let's say, XYZ number of people living in it. So this is the meaning of patterns of population distribution. The term population distribution refers to the way people are spaced over the earth's surface. Means how many people live where. Broadly, now these three lines, they are facts and they can be asked as a one mark question, so please remember them. Broadly, 90% of the world population live in 10% of its land area. So you might have got an idea that why is this so, because a large part of the earth's surface is uninhabitable, right? It is not comfortable for the human habitation. It has a very uncomfortable climate, or very harsh climatic conditions, or geography is not allowing the human beings to settle there. So this is the meaning of this statement, and you must remember it because it can be asked as a 1 mark question. The 10 most populous countries of the world contribute about 60% of the world's population. So again, it's a fact that the 10 most populous countries in the world, they have 60% of the world's population, and of these 10 countries, 6 are located in Asia. And what are these? These are Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, China, Indonesia, and Russia. So these 6 countries of Asia have a very large number of people living in them. Now, next topic is density of population. So the meaning of this term density of population uh, is density of population refers to the number of people living in per square kilometer of land area. So this question can be asked as a 1 mark as well as a 3 mark question in the exams. So prepare this very well. So what does the density of population mean? What no to let's understand what does this per square kilometer of land area mean. So let me make a square. Okay, so this is a square, and if the length of each side of this square is 1 kilometer, this is also 1 kilometer, this is also 1 kilometer, and this is also 1 kilometer, then I will call this square as 1 square kilometer, right? So the number of people living in this 1 square kilometer of land area will be the density of population. Let's say 150 people are living in this 1 square kilometer of area, then 150 persons per square kilometer will be the density of population. Now how it is calculated? It is calculated as population upon area. Now let's suppose that the population of 10 square kilometer area is, let's say, 1500. Okay, now what does this 10 square kilometer area means? It means that the length of each side of this square is 10 kilometer. It is 10 kilometer here, 10 here, 10 here, and 10 here. So to calculate the density of population of this area, we just have to put the values. Population is 1500 and the area is 10 square kilometer. So 0 and 0 will be cancelled. The density of population here will be 150 persons per square kilometer. So this concept is really easy. But I have seen that lot of people don't know the exact meaning of this term. Now next is, this is also a fact which you must remember because it can be asked as a 1 mark question. Asia has the highest density of population in the world. So remember this fact. So this was all about this lecture. This was all about this video. Thank you and have a great day.